All right, you finally made it to calculator skill 6. This is the final calculator skill. This is inequalities. We have less than and greater than and equal to. Um, so the thing to remember is if it has an equal to sign, that's going to be a solid line. If it does not have an equal to sign, then that's a dashed line. Okay. Another part of the test on domain and range, this is a closed circle. And this is an open circle, just as a reminder of those as well. Okay, so equal to sign, closed circle, solid line, no equal sign is an open circle or a dashed line. So here's our first example. So based on just that fact of a solid line or a dashed line, looking at this problem, it says which represents, that means it's equal to. I see a solid line, so I know my answer choice has to be a solid line. I can eliminate the dashed lines. If I don't see the equal to, then I do it the opposite way. Now, your calculator has the capability to graph these. However, they've taken that capability away from you for this test. So unfortunately, you don't have that capability. Now, this is in y equals form. So one thing you can do is you can just type in what you see after the equal sign. It's not going to shade for you. Okay, we have negative 7 over 2x minus 2. And then we can also see that line, but in this case, all these lines are the same. But that could be a help, possibly. So here's what we're really going to do. When we have an inequality, what inequality means is every point in this shaded region satisfies my equation. So I like to take the point 0, 0. Okay. This one for B, it's inside the shaded region, so that would need to be true. Okay, this one's outside the shaded region. It's not in that shaded region, so it would need to be false. So I'm taking the point 0, 0, so that's 0 for x and 0 for y. So instead of typing it in the graph this time, we're going to go to the regular calculator part. I'm going to start over with a blank calculator. And they still let you use the regular part of the calculator, the inequality sign. So this is going to be nice. So in place of y, I'm putting 0. In place of x, I'm putting 0. And I'm just going to type this out. Now, to get your inequality symbols, it's control equal. And that brings up your symbols. Control equal brings up your symbols. And we have greater than or equal to. Negative, control divide, 7 over 2. And then in place of x, again, we're putting parentheses. When we substitute something in, we're substituting 0 minus 2. And, whoops, I forgot to put 0 in place of y. Also, we're plugging 0 in for x and 0 in for y. If you put a variable here, let's just see what happens if you forget and put a variable here. It's going to tell you that you have to make a value for that. So, you can't type variables into this part of the calculator. Oh, it's making me retype it. So I'm putting 0 here. I'm substituting the point 0, 0. When I hit enter, it tells me it's true. So that means 0, 0 is in the shaded region. It's true. There's my answer. Okay, so I eliminated 2 answers with the line, the dashed or the solid. And then I chose the point 0, 0. This one's in the shaded region, so that means it would give me true. This one's out, that would give me false. So it's either going to say true or false here. So let's do the next one. On the next one, there is a less than sign, but no equal to, so that means my line has to be dashed. In this case, they're all dashed. All right, they're all dashed. So I'm going to go to this point 0, 0. These two are false. This one's false. And this one's true. So if I come here, I'm in place of 0, in place of x and y, I'm putting 0. So I have 0 plus 0. Control equal gives me the symbols, less than, negative 6, enter, and it's false. So that means it's one of these three. So I've eliminated only one answer choice on this one so far. So now I need to pick a different point. Okay, I need to pick a different point. I need to pick a point that's in the shaded region here. And let's just randomly choose a point. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is -6. Of course, on a test, it'll be a better graphic. You'll be able to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So -6 and 6. Remember, the x-axis first and then the y. These are an ordered pair. They're in order, x then y. So I'm going to go substitute those in. My x value is -6. My y value is 6. So I have -6 plus 6, control, equal sign, less than -6. Okay, and this is false. So if this were the right answer, this would be true because it's in the shaded region. So the answer was false, so that's not right. Okay, and here's -6 and 6 is over here. This would be false, so that could be it. And then this one is -6 and 6. And so that would also be false. So now I'm down to 2 answers. So now I need to pick one. Maybe I go down here to -6, -6. And then I come up here. I can just put a negative in here. This might be a case where I have to use the little negative unless I just put that parenthesis back. Well, that got a little bit confusing. We'll just use the little negative. Then hit enter. And that point is true. So -6 and 6. On this one would be false, and on this one should be true. My answer was true, therefore this is my solution. Okay, so again, you have to find where it's true and false, and then eliminate the other answer choices. Okay, so the next one, you'll have to look up here or at the problem in order to solve it on your own. Okay, it has an equal to sign, so that means it has to be a solid line. So it's one of these two. You should have eliminated A and B right away. Then this time 0, 0 is kind of covered by that one. And they're both kind of in the shaded region. So we may want to pick a point that's not in the shaded region. So I'll just go 1, 1. And I like to use easy points. And then 1, 1. Okay, this one should be false because it's not in the shaded region, and this one should be true. Go to the calculate. Y, well, they're both going to be 1. That's the advantage of using a point like 1, 1 or 0, 0. Less than or equal to -4, open parenthesis, I'm substituting, and then I'm putting a 1 in there. Enter, and it's false. So it's not true. It's false. There's my answer. Or there's the answer you should have got.